What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with another episode of Criminal Minds, Season 2, Episode 20. Let's get into it. Baltimore, be more.
Давай.
What the hell? What will he do to you? What the hell? It was a hit.
And I need to speak to Agent Prentice and one of her superiors.
She's in a briefing.
It's extremely important.
Mother?
Oh.
I found my father's car last night when I took out the garbage. The door was open and his bag was on the ground. He was gone.
It's been kidnapped.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Have you been to the police?
They came directly to me. They don't easily trust the authorities.
There are protocols, Ambassador Prentice. There's an FBI office in Baltimore.
Yet you do handle kidnapping cases. The BAU, I mean, it is your mandate.
It's when necessary.
Mrs. Chernus' brother, Natalio's uncle, worked for me at the embassy.
There are channels these cases must go through.
Чем мне говорят, я не понимаю. На какие channels?
Please, we don't have time.
Ты сказала, что они нам не помогут, потому что власти одинаковые.
Мама.
Везде одинаковые.
Please. It's already 8:50 in the morning.
Kidnappers left a note demanding $100,000 by noon today. That's less than 4 hours.
They say if we don't, they'll send another piece every 6 hours after.
Another piece.
Better start a GoFundMe. Oh.
That's my father's wedding ring. Please help him.
Oh shit. We're sending pieces. I don't want to receive pieces. I think they said it.
An old Russian proverb
FedEx or
reminds
what?
us there can be no good without evil.
You FedExing the fingers?
Where are you taking that? We need to process it.
Нет, пожалуйста, не надо.
Process it.
Хотела, пожалуйста.
She wants his wedding ring.
Isn't that evidence?
Please, let us hold the cooler. It'll be here if you need it.
It's fine for now. You can leave it.
This note's in Russian. I need to know the exact text.
Wire $100,000 to Natka bank account by tomorrow noon. If you don't, you'll receive another body piece then and every 6 hours after.
That's it exactly.
Exactly. Never forget it.
There's no personalization, no salutation. It's not addressed to anyone. Father's name isn't mentioned specifically. It's odd.
Most
Inside
ransom
job.
notes are personal. Frightens
Inside
the families
job.
to know that they've been specifically chosen.
It doesn't even say not to call the police.
Somebody he
Russian
knows.
They tend not to trust officials.
Well, there's another reason they aren't worried. According to the note, they aren't planning on contacting them
And
again.
they expect their instructions to be followed.
We don't have $100,000.
They seem to think that you do.
Garcia, can you get any information on the account?
Inside job.
Already checking. The account number does seem to correspond with that bank.
Can you get the account holder's name?
I have no idea how servers are structured. We'd have to call the bank directly.
There's no way a Russian bank is going to give information on personal accounts.
Try to go through the embassy in Moscow.
We'd spend the next 6 years drowning in red tape.
I can make some calls. I may still have some friends in the eastern countries.
That would be a great help, Ambassador.
You'll excuse me.
We don't have much time. We need a division of labor. Morgan, somebody needs to go to the Chernus house in Baltimore. Are you fluent enough to stay with the mother until we get a translator up here?
I'm passable.
I'll meet with Agent Kramer in Baltimore. See if he has similar open cases.
We're landing already?
25-minute flight.
I never knew 25 minutes could feel so long.
3 hours could feel so short.
She doesn't look scared.
Damn, 25-minute
She
fly.
looks determined.
Yeah, by the time you go, come right back
When we get to
down.
the house, take
Nah,
me
I would
inside.
fly all the time if
Go
they
follow
only
Rum's
took
lead. Go
25
follow her.
minutes.
What am I looking for?
Anything that helps.
And if it wasn't a Boeing, I'm never flying on a Boeing again, y'all. I promise you that.
Может, вам что-нибудь
Too much going on with them.
down?
Thanks. Your mother's got feelers out. She's confident she can get results.
If anybody can, it's Ambassador Prentice.
All your own mom,
Agent Kramer is
Ambassador
meeting Gideon and Reed at the
Prentice.
Chernus house. This is the translator.
Will you introduce her to Mrs. Chernus?
I'm really not very good at Russian. If it would be all right, I would like to go help my mother.
Keep me up to date.
I've never been to Baltimore. Looks kind of cool, though. I know it's a little rough in some spots, but every big city is, right? Has
Gideon.
those areas.
Long time no see.
Agent, remember Dr. Reed?
Absolute.
Been briefed on the case?
Been working these mutilation kidnappings for over a year, and I got zipped. No one cooperates. Families don't, the witnesses don't, and I must have a dozen guys walking around with missing ring fingers.
Why?
Because we're dealing with criminals.
Obviously.
I'm talking about the victims, too. These are Russian criminals kidnapping other Russian criminals. It's the Russian mob. There's no regard for leaving evidence, and let me guess. In the note, there's no warning not to go to the police.
Call Putin's ass up right
clear
now. Be like,
assumption
come
that
on,
they
bro.
won't.
Get your people.
You think the Chernus family's involved in organized crime?
Get your guys.
They don't normally kidnap
Come back
civilians.
right.
They target people they know have money they snuck into the country. other criminals. They won't go to the police because they have something to hide themselves.
Only this family did come to us.
And they don't have any money.
Well, they all say that.
Get Garcia on the horn.
Check the bank accounts.
Your friendly neighborhood oracle of all things noble and unknoble.
Garcia, I need you to do a background search on the entire Chernus family. Financial records, employment, immigration status. We need that as soon as possible.
I will compile and reconnect forthwith, Junior G-Man. Oracle out.
Junior G-Man. If the Chernuses are hiding anything, Garcia will get it to us.
All right.
Why are they just standing around?
I tell you, that's the head of the local office out there. Wouldn't do us any good to go running around without any information.
What kind of information do you need?
Well, sometimes that's not clear until we actually find it. Just the three of you living there?
I had two brothers. They died of diphtheria when we were children.
Died of what?
I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago. Andrei was 4, Sergei was 6, I was 5.
That must have been terrible.
It was hard on my parents.
It was never really the same after.
How do you mean?
I never smiled again. Neither of them. Ever.
Who's this?
It's my grandfather. He held a party job in the former government. When communism fell, he was arrested.
Arrested? He was a criminal?
In the new Russia. He died a year later in prison. We were already here for 3 years by then. We fled in 1988.
You fled?
We were smuggled out in delivery trucks. My father never really believed, even with democracy, Russia could ever change. He was right. Unexpected was that it would allow criminals to follow. They prey on us here.
In America, they can only hurt you if you're afraid to ask for help.
Is that really true?
Most of the time.
And I hope for my father's sake this is one of those times.
Oh. It's actual meat. Like, oh my god, that looks a person, human carcass.
Так что? Ужасно, Лев! Деньги. Я с удовольствием разрежу куски.
Wait.
Старый пердун. Не пар мне мозги.
It's very okay. Они пришлют деньги. Don't send it. They always do.
Go fund me, bro. Seeing stuff like that makes me want to be a vegetarian. I don't know about anybody
This all
else.
involves Russian mafia. It's really beefed up around here the
I don't
last
like
10
it.
years or so. Started off mainly in New York and LA, but lieutenants from the old country, branch offices in other cities.
Like Baltimore.
St. Louis, Chicago, list goes on. Mainly offshoots of the Odessa mafia. And besides being well organized, there's Vodiv Zakon.
Thieves' code, 18 principles they live by.
Bible of these guys. Stepping outside of it means certain death. Not gonna be
What's up
turning
with
any of
this
them
guy?
informer anytime soon.
Then we need a witness who'll talk.
There's not much chance of that. Gideon?
Wait here. Mr. Corbin, your name's right here on the mailbox.
Oh.
Mr. Corbin, please.
Who are you?
I'm with the FBI. Please, sir. Your neighbors have had some trouble.
That has nothing to do with me.
You all live in the same community.
I mind my own business.
Been watching us since we got here. Mr. Corbin, last night somebody grabbed Mr. Chernus right off the street. They would have had to have had a vehicle to do it. Large vehicle, a van. Did you see anything like that? Something you could describe for me?
I saw nothing. Get off my porch.
Mr. Corbin?
Guess who?
You know these guys?
Oh, yeah. Arseny Lasowski.
Agent Kramer.
What brings you out, Lasowski?
I heard Chernuses had problems.
How did you hear that?
And you are?
Chernus said they hadn't told anyone.
This is a small community. Word gets out. Are you a friend of Corbin's?
Mr. Corbin wouldn't talk to me.
Would you like me to talk to him for you?
No, thanks.
I can promise something will come of it.
It's my father.
Hey, wait
Because my father.
Wait a minute. Do you know he has your father?
He's responsible for all this. Why everyone's afraid?
Only here to help.
Help, you're a dog.
Talia,
How exactly can you help?
in any way they'd like me to. As I said, this is a small community. If one is in pain, we're all in pain. Natalia,
I call bullshit.
зачем тебе нужно было их сюда возить? Я тебе могу сам помочь.
Моя семья никогда не помощь. Убирайся.
Права, Наталья? Ох, как ты не права.
He's kind of a skis ball. I don't like his face.
Did he threaten you, Natalia? What did he say?
He said I made the wrong decision. I hope I didn't.
I feel like Mr. Corbin across the street, he gonna be in trouble now.
Время вышло, старик.
Не еще 2 часа.
Дай мне нож. Дай мне нож.
Зачем ты это делаешь?
Because the FBI has come.
What'd you do? Take a ear? Was it a ear?
Talia? Talia?
You all right?
In 2 hours, if we don't send someone money, my father will be mutilated again. So no,
early.
I'm not really all right.
We're working on it.
That's FedEx right there.
Working on
I
it, just
heard him
standing
pull
right
up.
here with me. The rest of you are standing in front of the house.
We collect details. They're things that people may not even realize, but they help tell us who we're looking for. I look around. I see no family pictures after your brothers died. No pictures of you at all after that day. You had to graduate high school here, yeah? There's nothing to commemorate it. Anywhere. You don't have a family room, so this should be the center of your home, but look at your furniture. They may be old antiques, but they look new. They're hardly ever used. Nobody sits here. You have 2 chairs at your dining table, but 3 people live here. So obviously you don't eat together. And your shoes, they may look like Prada, but they're knockoffs. Your bag, it's a fake designer bag. I mean no disrespect, Natalia, but you're trying to look like something you aren't. That tells me that you have no money and you just don't want anybody to know.
Why'd you need to know all this?
It's what we call victimology, and it's very important.
You're very important.
Need to know why these people chose your family to victimize.
I want you to choose me, not to
have any
victimize.
information on Lasowski at your field office?
I'll get Garcia on it.
You have other kidnapping mutilation case files?
Thin ones.
2 hours, 14 minutes. Before you
coming
call
early.
Garcia, give Morgan the keys to the Suburban. We're going to Agent Kramer's office.
How are you enjoying your assignment to the BAU?
Enjoying is an odd description. We deal with some pretty horrible things.
Thought that was where you wanted to be.
It is.
Then you do enjoy it.
Enjoy feels wrong.
Right? What would you call it?
Why do we have to end up in an interrogation?
Ambassador, Gregor Popovich returning.
Gregor, my daughter M's in the room with me.
Little Emily.
You have some good news for me, I hope?
I'm afraid not. No one in the Russian government gave you permission to look into the account holder information in his bank.
Do they understand this is an emergency?
They were not impressed.
Thank you for trying.
I wish I could have done more. Goodbye, Emily.
Goodbye, sir.
I really thought he
They
could do
were
this.
not impressed. They don't
I
give
should
a
head
shit.
back to the office.
They're over it.
Please tell Agent Hotchner I'm sorry.
Right.
These tattoos are amazingly detailed.
It's a form of communication. Each tattoo has meaning. Tells the other criminals who the counterfeiters are, the murderers, the armed robbers. There's a guide in that folder right there.
Said they were very organized.
Our head thief in law controls 4 criminal cells. The Pacan employs 2 underbosses to watch over the brigadiers. You saw them today.
Circle over there to the right.
The Obo check, pooled monetary fund the groups use for bribes and other types of support.
Where does that money come from?
I'd guess it comes from any number of sources above and below. It really is just an open pool of cash that any Pacan can use almost without question. Kramer.
Penelope Garcia from Quantico.
Put her through.
What do you have, Garcia?
Finding information on this man, not as easy as you think. Arseny Lasowski, born in Dolgo Prudny, seems to be a lifelong criminal. Married 1860, she died 2 years later. He seems to be in America legally, and I have found nothing even remotely untoward. They're law-abiding, tax-paying American citizens.
Thank you, Garcia. Arrives a cone.
The Thieves' Code. Breaking any of those tenets is punishable by death.
Forsake all relatives, mother, father, brother, sister. Not have a family of his own. No wife, no children.
Lasowski owns a restaurant called Little Kia. You're not going to find too many civilians eating there.
It doesn't say anything in here about helping a non-thief. Well, why would he offer to help the Chernis?
The Chernises are probably fellow criminals.
Why do you kidnap the father, then you offer to help get him back? I understand this, man. It just doesn't make any sense. Where would he be right now?
Probably where he always is. Little Kia restaurant.
Anything?
Her contacts fell through.
Really?
Apparently, she's not infallible.
Is there something else?
No, I just wish there was something more we could be doing for this family.
We still have over an hour.
Yeah.
What did they take this time? Ear, eyeball.
Are you hungry? I could make something.
Thanks, I'm fine.
I guess I'm like my mother. When she's upset, she cooks.
Really? Yeah, mine does too. I think that's just a mom thing.
Where is your mother?
Chicago. That's where I'm from.
I'm from Dolgoprudny, just north of Moscow.
You expecting someone?
Delivery. Body part delivery.
It's Yuri. He lived on the street.
Go ahead.
A man said to give this to you. Мужчина попросил это вам передать.
Get in the house. Get in the house.
Not the ear. That would suck.
Welcome to Little Kiev.
These tattoos are like books on their skin. Gives their whole life story.
That's all the information you have on additional kidnapping?
No one cooperates. Most of those pictures, we had to take them from surveillance vehicles. None of them would talk. Boriv Zakom.
So they're all criminals?
They're kidnapped and they aren't
Yeah,
dead.
it doesn't look sketchy at all.
Get in.
They didn't wait, man. They didn't wait until noon.
What are you talking about?
Kid just came to the door and they cut off Mr. Chernis's ear.
You got more than an hour left.
The kid delivered it in a box with a handwritten note. He now wants $500,000 and you have until 1 o'clock.
Raise the ransom. Why?
Well, it also says say hello to the FBI. What do you want me to do?
Let Hotch know what happened. Where's Natalia?
In the bathroom and she's hysterical.
Let her know we're gonna bring her father home.
Are we?
Yes.
They didn't wait?
They cut off his ear, they increased the ransom to $500,000.
How much money do they think the Chernises have?
Major Kramer, I'm gonna have to ask you to wait outside while we talk to Lasowski.
Why?
You're someone he needs to save face with. I don't want him posturing.
Natalia, I know it feels like it may be too late, but Gideon thinks we may be onto something.
Why is it so quiet?
Natalia!
She escaped.
Natalia!
She left.
Damn!
There is nothing for you here.
Oh, it's all right, Alexander. Allow the gentleman in. Would you like something to eat? This borscht is exquisite. I'd love a taste.
That's funny.
You know, you should take some home. You will not regret.
We need to talk, Arseny.
We're on the first name basis. I still don't even know who you are.
I think I understand something about this. You have a problem.
I do?
That's why I came to the Chernis' house this morning.
I went there to offer my help.
No reason for a man like you to help a family like the Chernis'.
A man like me?
4 watchtowers and a convict stay in prison. Each one of those crosses represents an individual sentence.
23 years in prison in the Ural Mountains doesn't breed a compassionate friend.
You think you know Russian prison life?
I know human behavior. You have more you've gotten in this organization by reaching out to civilian families. You have a problem, Arseny. Someone in your organization's out of control.
You may know American behavior, but you don't understand us. Don't forget your borscht on the way out.
If anyone in Odessa learns you have a maverick, you'll lose everything.
Goodbye.
They might even kill you.
I am in control. You know tattoos? Mm-hmm. You'll know what this means.
What?
You're a thief in law, the boss.
My world, there is no such a thing as a control problem. There is controlled and there is dead.
Zelithowski said you could help me.
Don't you already have help?
I made a mistake. I talked to my father on the phone. It's fine. Thank you for coming, but I don't need your help.
What?
Has something happened?
Kidnappers didn't wait until noon. Cut off Mr. Chernis' ear and sent it to his daughter.
Is he?
No, we don't think so. But they've given us a new deadline and increased the ransom demand. You still think I enjoy all of this?
Are they still instructed to wire the money to the same bank in Moscow?
Yes, I think so.
Something your computer expert said about if she understood how Russian banks hold their data, could get information about account holders. After you left, I called Gregor back. He made some calls, gave me this. He said she would understand it.
What is it?
Natalia, wait a minute!
It's a terrible idea.
What are we
Natalia.
doing?
I mean, I
We're
don't
just
know.
gonna let her go with him? Well, we get on a plane, we go home, we pretend none of this happened?
We have a victim who claims the crime never
We
occurred.
have a daughter of a victim who claims the crime never occurred.
What proof do we have that even happened?
The body parts.
Where's the ear?
Natalia's got it.
JJ, look in the cooler.
Mrs. Chernis, I need to look inside the cooler. It's for Morgan. Tell her I just need to look inside.
Она сказала, ничего не будет брать, просто посмотреть.
The finger's gone too.
Fuck.
Talia? Talia!
Take the trash out.
She's not here, and the garbage was never taken out. When Hotch first talked to us, he said she noticed her father's car in the driveway when she took the garbage out. Garbage can in the kitchen is completely full.
She lied.
She could be halfway to Dolgo, wherever.
Dolgoprudny?
It's the town she's from in Russia.
Is that where Lasowski's from?
It's breadcrumbs.
I'm sorry?
It's a set of address strings, passwords, a path. See? I'm jumping from site to site, country to country, and each time I get a cursor, I put in the next address, password. The equivalent of breadcrumbs to Hansel and Gretel.
What is that?
It's downloading the structure of Notkabe's server to me.
Are you kidding? So you can get the account information.
I don't know if I can figure this out.
It just looked like a whole bunch of
So we
numbers
have a
and
daughter
letters
who
to
lied
me.
about how she discovered the crime and a generic ransom note that mentions no name.
So what are we saying? Talia was a part of this.
How did I not see this?
We were so blinded by the fact that she trusted us, we never considered not trusting her.
I'm in.
You're kidding.
Account number, please.
1552938466729.
Allah. Whoa.
Why would she even bring us into this? Yeah, what? You sure? Uh-huh. Okay. Thanks, Doc. Garcia just got into the bank. Somebody wired $500,000 into the account 10 minutes ago. She didn't say where it came from, but the name on the account is Leov Fulenko, Lazowski's wife's maiden name. Fulenko.
Why did she need to bring us into it? Because she needed to put pressure on the other victim.
Other victim?
Dev, money. 500,000. It's all here. See, old man? I told you to bring money. We're finished.
Yes, Fyodor. We are finished.
No money for you.
I'm not going to ask you anything official. Just have a simple question.
I don't have anything to say.
You were kidnapped once, Mr. Gorban. When the men kidnapped you, who paid your ransom? Mr. Gorban, your house, the way you're dressed. You don't have any tattoos. You're not a criminal.
No.
Well, how could your family have paid a ransom for you? It's Arseny Lasowski, wasn't it? Thanks, Mr. Gorban. You paid the ransom already. You paid all the ransoms.
Sit.
Are they gonna kill Mr. Chernis?
Why, though?
No. Why are you paying these ransoms? What's going on here?
I think I know. The account is in the name of Leov Fulenko. Leov's a man's name, son's name. But Yves Sakon, never have a family of your own. No wife, no children.
Lev. You know what it means? The lion.
Time's up, old man.
No.
Natalia? When we started this, we agreed there would be no witnesses.
Boy, weaknesses won't matter.
No, my love, that is slow. If he tells my father who did this, everything we've done will fall. He'll hunt us down.
Say goodbye to him. Sorry, Papa. I
Fucked
couldn't
up.
do it anymore. Living in that house, my brother hanging over everything. You brought us here so we could have things, and we have nothing. I need more. I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna live my life happy. I'm sorry.
That's fucking ruthless.
I knew when the first man was taken. I knew who had done it. No one else would be so bold and so stupid.
Tell me where Mr. Chernus is.
It was a way of letting him earn his own money. I could afford it, and no one questions.
In the meat
the use
cooler of your restaurant.
Where is he?
What else could I do? I couldn't admit that I wasn't blessing the kidnappings. I couldn't even admit that my son existed. Chernus will be home in a few minutes. You should be there. He's going to need medical attention. Go.
What are you gonna do?
Word of Zakonia, we take care of our own troubles.
I'll wait outside.
Put the knife down, Lev. It's time to pay.
You're like, can you take me to the hospital instead of the...
Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Leo Tolstoy. We got
I
him.
figured it was some sort of inside
Chernus is
job
safe
type
now.
thing.
Oh, good.
We couldn't have done it without you. Agent Hotchner wanted me to say thank you for him.
Well, tell him I'm glad I could help.
Anyway, I thought you would want to know how it all came out.
It was nice to feel needed again.
What did you say?
Well, I don't mean to be overly dramatic, but I am an ambassador without an assignment.
You've been without assignments before.
Never for this long. One does begin to wonder, what, did I say something wrong?
I don't think I've ever seen you doubt yourself before.
I doubt myself all the time, Emily. Not showing it. That's what being a diplomat's all about.
Would you like to go to dinner?
My treat?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think I would.
The mom only looks 8 years older than her. I knew that it was going to be like an inside job. I didn't know it was just going to be that Natalia. I thought it was going to be the whole family, but I had a vibe that it was going to be that kind of thing. Looking forward to how they're going to finish off this season. Season 2 still lit. Let me know what y'all thought about this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.